Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Just Go with Amreen.
Let's head to a new country, solo travel to Albania. I'm flying to Albania from Abu Dhabi. This is my first solo trip to Albania via Wizz Air, and the flight duration is approximately 5.5 to 6 hours long.
Okay, so just got done with immigration. I almost never have any I almost never carry any checked-in luggage, so I have to not wait for baggage claim. I'm straight out, and now I'm actually looking for my taxi. Yes. I have to find KFC. Okay, let's see. Okay, found it. Let's see. Okay, let's show you.
One of the best ways of exploring Albania is via driving, and after you get out of the airport, this place is lined up with a bunch of rental car companies, so you can opt for any one of them. Alternatively, you can always get a cab either through your hostel, your hotel. Anybody can provide you that, and that's what I've opted for. The taxi ride from the airport to the city center can cost up to 25 to 30 euros.
Guys, this is like one of the most beautiful airports I've landed in ever. This place is surrounded by mountains. When I was walking, I had my back towards it. I did not look, but when I was standing in immigration and I looked out the airport, and I was like, how did I miss capturing that? I'm sorry, but when you land, please look left, right, everywhere, because you are landing in the middle of mountains. The mountains are super close here. It is so amazing. Now let's hit the road. It's going to take 45 minutes to get to the hostel. I am staying in hostels and guest houses. Very different kind of a trip this one is. Enjoy the series. Okay, just arrived at our hostel. That's what it is. Let's go.
So I'm staying at Vanilla Sky Boutique Hostel in Tirana, and if you want to stay here, you should know that you have to be able to carry your own luggage. You have 2 flights of stairs before you get to the hostel. Okay, let's check in and do a quick tour. This is my first time staying at a hostel. I'm actually staying in a room which has 4 beds, all female, and I have the lower bunk. Those are the lockers, and yeah, that's it.
By the way, the hostel I'm staying at is called Vanilla Sky Boutique Hostel, and it is about 20 minutes walk away from the main square. Now, there are quite a few hostels here, but I picked this one because it had the best reviews and it looked good. And for me, the most important thing is the bathrooms, and they looked pretty clean. And they are, so I'm not disappointed at all. And I'm only here for one night. I'm leaving Tirana tomorrow, and well, I hop a lot, so I'm hopping tomorrow to another city again for one night. There is no taxi app, which was very shocking to me. The next thing is that if you are staying in a hostel, bring your own towel. Well, if you don't bring it, you have to rent it. That's all. And I'm actually going to the walking tour, so I'm looking forward to actually meeting other human beings. If I haven't already mentioned and you haven't already noticed, yes, it is my solo trip, my first trip to Albania, and it is solo. I'm alone. So I just landed, and I'm very excited about this free walking tour because it's the best way to meet other travelers and most likely other solo travelers. So many people ask me, you do solo travel, aren't you afraid? You go to so many strange countries, aren't you afraid? Where is the time? Where is the time to be afraid? I'm very busy discovering and exploring. I don't have the time to be afraid.
The walking tours generally start from the main square, which is located in the city center.
So I don't know, but this is a very common thing in European countries. This is also very common in the Caucasus region, which is Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan. The main city, the capital, generally has free walking tours, which means, well, it is exactly what it means. It is generally a 2-hour guided tour, and you just tip You just tip the guide whatever you feel appropriate at the end. That's it. That's what you pay. There is no fixed cost.
The walking tour group size is generally about 15 to 25 people, depending on how many sign up, and of course you have to pre-register, and I had done the same thing. It leaves at different timings. I joined the last one of the day, and that was at 6 p.m. Couple of places that caught my eye during the walking tour was one of them Tirana Castle, which is this, by the way. We're walking through it. Don't ask me where the castle is, but it looks like an open plan shopping mall where you have souvenir stores, cafes, bars, restaurants, and all of that kind of stuff. Another place that caught my attention was this Tirana Pyramid, which originally used to be a museum but now is just a conference center. Do make sure to climb all those stairs, go all the way to the top and walk all over, because you get like a 360-degree view of the Tirana city. It's quite beautiful actually.
That was a very long walk. I don't even know how many kilometers. I think it was like 3 or 4 kilometers, maybe 5, I'm not sure. But yes, it was a good 2 hours, 10-minute long walking tour, and it gives you a nice introduction to the city, to the country that you have visited, that you're visiting, and especially if it's your first day or even the second day. I mean, you don't have to be tired landing and then go for the walking tour right away. But I did that because I'm leaving Tirana tomorrow and going to the next city. And tomorrow morning I want to do more things that are on the outskirts of Tirana.
I'm super exhausted. I'm gonna go grab a bite, going back to the hostel, and that's it. Good night. Good morning. Oh, I slept like a baby. Fresh and awake, and while I drink my water now in the morning, which is the first thing I do, by the way, I'm realizing I'm moving cities today. My bus leaves at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna dump my bags here and go have breakfast.
So, time to leave the hostel. This is official good morning. Anyway, this was my first time staying in a hostel. I can do it for like one night or something, but not a lot. And if you stay at this one, Vanilla Sky Boutique Hostel, it has a lot of stairs. Oh my god. And the good thing is it's slightly pricey. And why is that a good thing? Is because I had a room which had only 3 other women in it. Generally, there are dorms with 8 beds, 6 beds. They are obviously cheaper. I paid 20 euros for the night. Okay, I have to get into my maps. Okay, I don't take a SIM card here, but there are some things like eSIMs that you can take these days, or even you can take a SIM card. There are so many SIM card places in the city or at the airport. You can take one of those. So I am just going to plug in my... I'm going to Tony American Restaurant and Coffee, and it's 13-minute walk away. So let's go. So just got done with breakfast in this lovely restaurant right behind me, and now I'm headed to a place called Dajti Mountain. So the mountains that you see around yourself when you're in Tirana, and even when you land around the airport so close, that's what they are. So that's one of the nicest things to do, and it's super close to Tirana. It's just 25-minute bus ride away. I'm hopping onto a bus. The bus that takes you there leaves very close by from the main square, and it's L11. Yes, I have to go get that now.
So the return ticket for the cable car is costing 14 euros or 1,400 lek. You also have adventure park, mini golf. They cost separate, obviously. The weather is so good today, and we are going to the mountains, and I did not anticipate that it could be a little cooler up there. So grab a jacket if you feel cold easily. I didn't need one, thankfully. Oh my god, look at those views, are spectacular. That's Tirana. By the way, if you come here, they have a restaurant. You can grab a bite. They have ice creams. There's a park. Oh, it's so green. You can take a walk, chill, have a picnic. If you have kids, they have a kids play area. Have some fun there and just take a walk and chill. Slow travel. That's vacation, isn't it? Oh, yes, there's horse riding as well. I almost missed that. If you have the time, I recommend keeping at least 1 or 2 hours for visiting Dajti Mountain, especially if you are coming in the bus. The bus ride itself is 25 minutes one way, and the cable car takes about 15 to 20 minutes per way. So do the math. Basically, you need 2 hours if you're visiting Dajti Mountains and enjoying the vicinities, or especially if you're doing activities and you have kids. Oh, you definitely need more than 2 hours. Now we are back down and we are walking to something called the New Bazaar.
Although it sells pretty much the same stuff like nuts and fruits and all of that, it is very different looking from any of the bazaars that I have been to in the other countries. They are so beautiful. It's also surrounded by a bunch of restaurants and cafes. So this is the New Bazaar. There's also something called Old Bazaar. I haven't been to that one. Nobody talks about it. Nobody recommends it. But yeah, I'm gonna go shopping. Let's go.
One of the things to keep in mind when you're visiting any bazaar for that matter, carry cash. Nobody over here will accept card. So please carry cash.
So I came to New Bazaar to show you guys for sure, but I also came here because I wanted to buy fruits and vegetables and nuts. I really like to do that on my first day of the trip so that for the next few days I don't have to go and buy this, especially when you are doing long drives. You want a snack, you feel like eating something or the other, and I don't want to eat chips. I don't eat chips. So one of the things that I miss a lot when I'm traveling is eating healthy, and I get nuts, apricots, fruits, bananas, whatever possible, so that I don't reach for chips. Anyway, we're done with this and now we are going to eat some food, and it's time to show you the first impressions of Albanian food. Let's go.
For lunch, I'm being picked up by my guide. His name is Edward and he is taking me to a hidden gem about 30 minutes, 40 minutes drive away from Tirana, the capital city, and it's a farm. Basically, I am off to eating Albanian cuisine from a farm. Yeah, organic food. So it's called Fustanella, and look at this place, guys. I was just in awe of this place. This place looks gorgeous. Everything is so aesthetic. Every corner was Instagrammable. You can get a proper tour of the farm as well. By the way, if you join my group trip, this farm visit and a meal here is included. For starters, we got some hummus with peppers, spinach pie sort of a thing, some salad, and fried cheese with vermicelli. And for main course, we had this chicken, grilled chicken, and lamb with potatoes. It was delicious, guys. Alright, back to Tirana after lunch. I am so full. I want to sleep, but I can't. I am leaving.
So the hostel I stayed at was very, very safe, but I was sharing my room with 3 other women. So one of the things that I would say that if you are planning to stay in hostels, be very careful about your belongings because nobody else is responsible for it. But if you do this a lot, or you are planning to stay in hostels a lot, then carry like a padlock for your backpack as well. And yeah, just always keep your passport with you, keep the money with you, keep your mobile with you, keep your camera with you. Big drawbacks of this hostel was the bathroom is extremely small. If one person is showering, one person can be near the sink and one person is using the washroom for business. It's already crowded. What I just said is already crowded. That is how small it is, and that's a drawback. That could actually be a deal breaker for some people. Overall, I would rate Tirana, the city, at 6.5 or 7. I think that's too much. 6.5 on 10. Yeah, 6.5 on 10 is what I would rate Tirana as. It's a walking city. Enjoy walking. Get great shoes. I'm wearing Skechers. So yeah, that's it. That was the first impression of Albania, of Tirana. Tell me what you thought of the vlog. I will leave all the relevant links for you to check them out in the description box below. For now, if you like this vlog, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming vlogs. I will see you guys next week. More coming from Albania. Bye guys. Until then, take care. Cheers.